Alright, welcome back to this series in which... Okay, sorry about that. Let's try that again. Take two. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Alright, welcome back to Seuna Yadava, ladies and gentlemen. I'm definitely not cutting that one. Now here, there's a few enclaves that we need to take care of for this empire, because I don't like it when there's enclaves, except for that one. That one's vassal business. There's 3 thick gunners we need to take. One of which is Bengal, which today, well, in 4 days, until 10th of November. Well, today is your lucky day, because you are the first ones that I'm going to be declaring war on yet, just to retake these territories. It'll get us closer to become Zoltan among men, and I will use the subjugation wisely. Like, where should I expand? Which is the question. We did say we have desires to go northeastward, so therefore we must go northeastward to places like the Bengal. Which there is a couple of unlanded folks, but one in particular. Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, we don't want to go over to the Burma yet because they're not connected. So that's the capital's right over there, so obviously this is going to be the first place to attack. It'll be ours again. You either become vassal or push this man's claims from Lahore, but no. Shall be a vassal of ours. Don't worry about that. It is the capital, after all. Hired some mercenaries. You know what to do. Bring out the company. Well done. We'll probably win. Oh, there is a little river crossing. I'm confident enough that we can take them on, probably. South on the open plains. What fights are on plains? Isn't that the Lightfoot one? Or is it the Archers? Is it the fight? No, neither. Well, if it goes badly, bring out the whole force to attack and avenge us. Got it? Just in case. I wish I have commander traits. I haven't gotten the events for it. We're killing them by the hundreds. We're gonna get them. Oh. Man down. we recruited him recently. Yeah, we brought him over after we defeated them from the from that war for Nafsarika in Gujarat. But well, that didn't go so well for him. It's a pretty common name. No, can't rely on him. If he wasn't a drunk, we maybe recruit him. But now you are a vassal of ours. Anything you desire? No? Okay. Yeah. We still got some more mopping up to do in the future. Dr. Kalyan Chandra sent me a gift, a lavishly decorated box filled with gold. As I run my hands through the coins, I feel as if the room starts spinning around me as my breath grows short. How unexpected and what a curious effect. Not feeling well. Am I cursed? I don't know, but I'm feeling a little bit paranoid about this. Brother, have you got your family started? Your son's beautiful. Tokajiro, that you named him. Named her after that father who, well, he wasn't himself. What? I don't like where this is going already. But stick with me, alright? Stick with me till the end. And somehow, you know, I feel that you are kind of like my equal in a way. But you should dress something more grand. Let me see. Instead of that commoner clothing. I mean, you may be a commoner by origin. No, she's actually from the Cadet Venture Palava. No, she's got history. Family's got history. So, that's what she's wearing. That's commoner clothing. Yeah, the high nobility is imperial. Should be low nobility. I mean, she's not a ruler, so she's not land. So it has to be low nobility. You're not a commoner. You're a slightly low nobility. You're not high nobility. Well, hang on. I'll reconsider. So you should wear that. The noteworthy is the level of splendor of ours. Yours? Noteworthy. Okay, then. We're equals, then. So perhaps you should. Or something like that. The necklaces are the same. Yeah, that's just for my soulmate, who's like my equal to me. If only she had a better education, but still. The house head is the father. Which, by the way, what's your claim? Figured I thought you would have something interesting. Anyways. So we'll have to take care of them in the future, even though this would also be fighting a good portion of them. But there are other places to declare war for. Nobody's got a problem with me doing these offensive wars every time. rest in Gujarat. The Lama's claim. That's the only claim, for that matter. I mean, if we can we'll expand in any direction by any means necessary. If we can just connect the rest of Gujarat, then it'll be good. Really? Mercenary band? That's all you got? Well, they don't have much of anything. He's losing in the war, and... Alright, Holy War over there, that's for there. So that doesn't concern me, because that's outside of India. So, we'll fight for this one, too. And after that, go feast. It's the Maharani herself. Is it possible that... Wait for it. Alright? Get back. We're going in. See if we can capture the Maharani. We can end this very swiftly. Those Soviets will do nothing. They'll bring a few levies along, but we'll kill them too. More will be coming, just wait it out. I would love to fight these raiders one day. If I can make it your wish. Because if any of these guys were berserkers, we Shuvirs should prove them wrong. To say that the Indian warrior is the best warrior in the world. Not the berserkers from a faraway land. Of course, that's hardship boasting. Get her! Nope, no capture. Fortunate. Okay, move up. Bring it rest. We'll continue to hunt down whoever's out there. Or maybe those in particular, since they're coming in our direction. Or are they going to sea? It says they're moving. No, they went to sea. Never mind. Hoping they come to our territory and... Hostile. Does someone else want that claim of what we're after? Oh no, these are just fending off raiders. Don't worry about them. Go support them. We're finally about to convert the damn faith. Even though I could potentially replace you once you're done. Well, there's the Muslims that want that land back. Don't oppose them. Oh, this again. There was speech. Well, that didn't work. It's a brawl now. Might as well join in. Sole victor of the brawl. More fame for me. Don't forget the real objective. I'm taking a capital just for the war scored up. Let's go on. Got the daughter. I'm gonna replace you. Cousin, you'll do. Anywhere else in Gujarat? Ah, yes, Kondana. Take 11 years. Now they're an enemy army. Get down here. May have to trim the size of the levies because it's unnecessary. I'm sitting around a map table with Damapati, Avanita, and Raja Vakpati discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Yagari points out all the prime targets we should immediately send raiding parties to pillage, while Vakpati sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It is my right to decide our alternate course of action. I know. Why do we do both? Yeah, trim it. You don't need that many levies. It's cost-cutting reasons. As for this other one, get out of here. Can't disband here, but we need to reduce the cost. They're considered enemies, so fight them. If we capture the Raja, that's good money. Nope, it's the Dhamapati, which is still good money. Modest. Capturing of landed characters is good. Sophie Devi. She was a good one. Well, you get to finally be on the council. Maybe. But, no, she's way better at her job. Are you at least healthy? She's doing fine. Yeah, do help me out on this one. Don't care about the Tamil at the moment. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about a great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown nobleman. Spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. I like to think against me because, I wasn't feeling well after I was, something with the gold. What is he, by the way? This may sound like a stupid idea, but that idiot is going to be in my dungeon, and then we're going to recruit him. Because that prowess, I want him. Consider this as an initiation of a hard life that you're about to endure. A life as a Shuvia. Watch your step now. It's the damnedest thing I've ever damned, and yet I've damned a lot of things. We've taken the objective. Now hold on to it. When's my next grand rank? Next year, huh? Got you in the sights. Attack. Give me the money. only lasted 12 months. You got what you need. One small bit of Gujarat is ours. Oh, this kingdom up here, that's also allied with the Pala. Oh, this big chunk of land. This'll do. You got anything else? I mean, that's the Kandras Raj, which is actually our ally. Arakand. How long are you going to be around, Uncle? He's going to be around for a long time. We could definitely take advantage of them. So, Kandras Raj it is. I mean, you're not landed, but you got a lot of titles. A lot of claimants to the said titles, which we can definitely land you, and then this will definitely be our entrance to here. And that also means it'll get us closer to this area. So Bengal, and then into Pagan. Yes, it'll do nicely for us. So we'll be fighting against the Bengali alliance force. So they're fighting against the enemy. Yes, we could definitely take advantage of this situation. So all I need is... So it's plains and jungles in the region. Making very good income. One would think that if we could get up to at least, oh, say, 40 gold a month, then that's when I will finally introduce the war elephants. Because I kind of want them now. Because the advantage they would have in jungles. Because we're definitely entering this kind of territory where this is all a commonplace. Some places are more fertile than others, but these elephants would be very useful right now. Since we have a habit of fighting in jungle territory. We know Gujarat is like the only exception. And most of Rajasthan. Go for it. Switch, Robbie. And also wait about at least a few months. Build up a war chest a bit. We may be in for a long haul. Dahara Sena has been murdered. Now we'll never know what kind of ruler he would become, or his death is a blessing or curse on this empire. Brother! Left us a nephew. I will raise him. I'll take responsibility for you, brother. I'll take good care of him. One tale ends, another begins. Again, he's going to be temporary here, because I'm going to get married soon, in about a few years. Just in time. Now we have even more Shuvirs ready to join the fight for the wars of expansion. When is the next time we get to invite more? It's about to be full control very soon. And once we're done with that, we'll go back to train commanders and hopefully we'll get find new commanders or knights. They weren't after me, they were after my brother. Why? Why him? He did nothing wrong. I've communed with Vishnu, and so therefore more divine guidance. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food, a long day training with troops come to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Firm my resolve, I declare. That is where we'll make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Let us venture inside. I'm sure there's treasure to be found. What are you afraid of? I'm the Samrajni. I'm not afraid of anything. Searching for the unknown. Darkness, dampness, desolation reign inside a castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up the decaying stairs, I spot what might be remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiral steps, I see only darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. What might be hidden in the darkness underneath? I face my fears, and I've gained the brave trait. 4 traits! Wow. Most people would take the reward, but knowing her, she would take this path, and now she's feeling brave. She's more attractive to some, particularly the bi and homosexual women that look at Saibai positively. It increases my likelihood of dying in battle because I fear nothing. But I have even more prowess and martial skill than it needs to be. Was that it? Okay. Yeah, we got time. These forces, they're about to win, but now they're going to have their attentions turned. Uncle Rajaram, which I believe you were the former, yes, you were the former, Maharaj Purohit. We're going to give you land. Instead of holding temples, you're going to be holding castles. We must split the forces in 2. We have to get back to those type of things, because we have not been doing it. My spy master couldn't be grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill me. First they killed my brother, but now someone is after me? We must stop the villain who's behind this. Who dares says that someone tells me to trace the judgment of Vishnu? Wherever it is, the jig is up. Yeah, it's no secret. Why would I need to... She's my soulmate. And she'll stay with me. No matter what. Anyways, gather the army. We must split our forces in order for supplies management to run better. But all the Shoviers must go to the other army. The fighting army. So it's increasingly worried that somebody would. It's like, yet one thing, they kill my brother. Now they are trying to kill me. Since when did I become so hated? And also I'm going to need those archers too. These levies are just mainly the besieging army. This is the fighting army. The army that I command, which will search and hunt down the enemies, while you will take the objectives, starting with this. There might be some... Well, there's going to be plenty of attrition along the way, unfortunately, but we'll be fine. Don't forget, Bulger, my go-to siege master. There they are. Both the armies are there. They're on the run. After. There's the Maharaj of the Pala Kingdom. They got way more men-at-arms than we do, but we have the best Julia's outfit. So far, so good. Who's he? Wouldn't bring him in. Don't want any more foreigners or people with different faces in my court that could potentially plot against me. The scheme is exposed. Now we must know who is doing this. I want you to start looking for secrets inside the Devagiri court. Here, like 3, right? We're gonna take up quite a bit of attrition, but it's farmlands. I bet they were responsible for making me ill of what was inside a box of gold coins. I mean, of course it's going to take a while, it's just we're stalling. We're just searching for the enemy army and we found it. Next area. At least it doesn't have to include the rest of the delta of the Hooghly River. The gardener. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for if anybody's got murder secrets. No, you. No. That's not what I mean. What you mean? Stop that. That's not what I mean. I think I made a miscalculation. Secret schemes. Plotting to love, plotting to murder. Is there a difference? One thing's for certain. Someone's gonna come out. I'm gonna make this promise. When this war ends, I'm gonna get married. That's the official date of marriage, when hostilities end. If I am killed and nephew takes over, it would spell doom for the realm. And certainly doom for them too. But it's a liberty, excuse me. Now, Vishnupur. This one's a little more fortified. You'll hold. We're well supplied, we're going after them again. Highly doubt we'll catch him by then. Want to take it to the jungle? An attempt on my life. I throw away my covers the moment I feel something brush against my leg, but the swift movement only agitates the spider. Even in a dark room, I recognize the deadly spider. How did it end up my bed? The spider's venom spread a burning sensation to my body. When I called for my vision at once, it was a painful endeavor, but as the sun rose, the pain and the poison was finally letting go. This was undoubtedly the work of that false churl, Thakur Kalyana Chandra. You! Son of a... I will make him regret this. You're the one responsible for all of this. Not some lowly vassal. No, actually, he's Thakur. He's the lowliest of the low. Dhammapatis are considered better than him. For what it's... And this definitely contradicts your very character. That's why you're such a recluse. You're going to prison. Because I have the right to, but unfortunately you are a vassal of a vassal. So the murder scheme's abandoned now. Then guess what? I'm gonna murder you. I don't care if I become a known murderer if I'm gonna get back at you. You just can't be doing that again. In 10 years' time. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Well, I mean, he lives over there. Too bad he's not sure here, because I would love to fight him in battle and kill him. I almost forgot how this rivalry got started. So it wasn't the kingdom it wasn't within the empire that's after me, it was him. And he... Plus, the chance was very low of killing me. So your plan didn't work. But now we're going to make an attempt on your life. Fortunately, Spy Master. And we'll use her as an agent. You're going to make a stand here in the jungle? Very well. We're coming. I was bitten by a spider, but I survived. This time you won't survive in the jungle of Santipura. It's about time we start improving our shoulders. We're about to take the objective. No, it's not worth the expedition to send our besieging army to in attempt to go get my rival. That would be nice, would it? That we send our men over there? You know, it's got a decent fortification, but still. Chase them down. Plus, they wouldn't last long out there, supply-wise. The only best place to resupply is there. Oh yes, we had an alliance together. I'm gonna let you go out of goodwill. Get yourselves resupplied. We got a task for you, Bolton. You're going up there. If we can capture him, I'll be sure to execute him. Whatever gets him first. Most likely the assassination. Anyways. Let's keep foraging. We're after the Palas again. Just passed by. The merchant sent me samples of seeds, plants. He claims the plants he claims are good for the health and mind. I must admit I've little experience in nurturing plants, but how hard could it be? Oh, usually start a private garden. Project fails, but I learn a lot. Of course. Okay, a little too much. Fine, go back over there. It's all levies anyhow. Replenishing the losses. Just keep them away from the objective and then we're good. Now they're going to the sea. We just scared them all the way out to sea. Sweet smiles and little lies. Just like the other children of his age. Just like the other children of his age. My nephew took a giraffe. Sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor. And people always forgive him when he gets caught. Just wonder how much he would get away with it. Damn! Well, expedition it is. At least give it an attempt. This may sound like a stupid idea, Roger, but I got a task for you, and it's deep into the jungle. There's a man that I want you to capture or kill, or any means necessary. This is where we'll fight them. You can always invite more agents, you know. Except he's probably going to switch Spy Masters soon, knowing that it's discovered. Well, at least give it a shot. Right. Wait, I'm not ready. Capture this man. It's delicate. Ugh. This thing. Is he any better? No. Well, there's still time. We're still well supplied, so we'll retreat to friendly lines. Organized march. Because I want my soldiers to go faster, especially whenever I'm in command. Yeah, I'm doing that for once instead of continuing this route. Well, I mean, I will. It's just to give it a while, right? If we can't kill him, then just take his place, alright? Just want him to know my wrath for an attempt on my life. Is this not the, Oh, silly me. That's what you get for being in there for so long. We've been fighting in the wrong territory, so... Capital, then. There's money in that. Chauviers and peasants. With a recent upset among the peasants of Unakoti, one of my agents has presented a unique suggestion to take care of Kalyana Chandra. With coin in the right pockets and agitators in every corner, we could stage an entire riot while it's passed through the streets. Time for some good old-fashioned mob rule. I doubt we'll get him. He's dead, beat, trampled on his own subjects. The agitated peasants went wild seeing their leads ride through the streets and tore him both, and several tributes from their mounts beaten to death. Many peasants were hanged, but tragically, before their execution, some my agitators named me as a perpetrator. Peasants simply cannot be trusted considering my good. So I'll gain a lot of dread, but outlived my rival. But unfortunately, that makes me a murderer, and all my stress is gone because I am vengeful. Small price to pay. I mean, all my vassals can never get behind me anyhow. One day they will. In my later years, of course. That looks slightly faster now. One more battle should do. Hopefully we'll capture Maharaj. Looks like taking the capital it is then. Got rid of him. Now end this war and then finally get married. At least I can live happily now. No rivals. Or anyone that tries to kill me. While I'll continue to raise an nephew. If he turns out to be good, he may not have the smarts like me, but this is what I was saving up for. This. Less casus belli. Knowing that we're an expansionist empire, so we need things that doesn't cost too much prestige. Especially when we get to the subjugation war. Wait till we get the capital. Just needed that for the money. Uncle, you got land now. And we'll get you more land in the future. And I know we're a bit 2 years behind, but worship the Grand Rite. Host the Grand Rite. Now I can finally get married. Because this was around the age that I was supposed to do that. So it shall be matrilineal, obviously. Age doesn't matter as long as we find a good trait in a person. Starting from 14 at least. Either someone beautiful, someone smart, or someone strong. There's handsome. Okay, keep looking. Doesn't matter what age, remember that. You're not marrying a woman, you're marrying a man. Basically, it's anybody, even if it's an old man. Ah, okay. Keep looking. I mean, you can at least filter with something. Just look for inheritable. That's what you should be looking for, you dummy. Start over. Looking at the skills to go along with that. We could just have a lot of smart children. I mean, that would be the best thing for us. Where did I get this land? Just hang on. I'll look at that in a moment. Again, high, very high, Marshal. Diplomacy and stewardship is good enough for me. And so is the intrigue. But it's always nice to have more learning. The traits. Nagarjuna, you are chosen. I mean, we may not have a lot of giant children. We don't really plan on that. It's not necessary. It's just smart ones are the better ones. I'll take that big hit of prestige for proposing this marriage. Even though you're just from an obscure... You're just a guest that lives in Duckgun. From all the way over there. Anyways, it's time to host the grand rite. God dang it. Hey, how'd you like to convert to be a witch? Because we're lacking some of that here. With my marriage to Samrajni Saibai, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding. The celebration is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this. Some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during the time of jubilation. It's rather tempting with that kind of money. I mean, I plan on hunting and throwing a feast and all that. But do it! Of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? Knowing her, she would do that. Let's go hunting. And then, the cape. Oh, wait a minute. You did all this? Well done. Now, why aren't you constructing? Is the mine finished? It says that the mine is finished. It's not coal mining pits anymore. It says constructing mine, and it'll be done in 4 years' time. Okay, okay. As we ride deep into the Tikana of Karalagamanda, which is where we are hunting at this time in Orissa, the ground grows wetter and the air grows heavier. Suddenly, from out of the green surrounds a giant of a man. Well, not to me, it ain't. He appears, hulking, when layer upon layer of dirty clothing. He shouts, "Explain yourself," he shouts. "What are you doing in mine, Marshland?" Sure. Did I really want to do that? Gee, what do I do to recruit you? You're a Martian, is it? Then show us around. Would love to have you on board, but... nah. Hey. Okay, it is part of our territory, sorry, because it's a separation. It is my vassal. So if we were to pull off a subjugation war, likely for all of this, since we keep going that way, and then soon we'll turn our attention to, rather than this, before we go to places like Patliputra and others. I was about to say, since when? Oh, cousin must have passed away. Of course, as you wish. Oh, and by the way, now that I have you married, Sis ruler gives it two. As I said, look, I'm okay with all the skills, but preferably I prefer you to work on patronage. After all, that's from your education. It's your thing. Because I would love to have higher learning skill, so we can get this faster, and everything else in between. Now it's feast time. And we got additional taxes. Thank you. Ready? Welcome, friends. What right does Dr. Harvey Ralph think? Yes, to claim that my ideas are woven in the sky, claiming that my ideas will break down from the moment comes in. What does he know, really? Military camps. So we have archers and skirmishers. Get more of this. As the feast is underway and our guests are eating and drinking merrily, Tamapati Tremakakara approaches Naga do not need creativity. This is a marvelous feast, all competence to the host. Yes, I've done a great job, haven't I? My lady, the wine. We cracked open the barrel. It's gone bad. All gone. It has all gone. These stories about drinking is just one of the cool things. The wine merchant should still be in town. Was planning on spending more money on something else. Would love to be gallant all the way, but I'm kind of tempted to switch on over to August. And the first thing I would pick up is befriend before we get to work on all of this. Especially that we're going to need to offer vassalizations for these smaller Rajas that, you know, that aren't part of it. The country Param it is. We don't see each other eye to eye, but hopefully this better be worth my time. And I'm going to be an eager reveler by that rate. What right is... Yeah, did it again. So pick up one more perk and then switch to Majesty. I really want this. We could all tell that the Raja had too much to drink. He insisted on showing how sober he was. Simply riser from seafood too much milk. Covered in stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Why'd you do it? Farewell, my vassal. It's not a sin. He's a Vajrayana boys. He's the more liberal type. So they're the good ones. Ah, friend. Right, you're the only pagan that lives here, but I would much prefer you convert to Hinduism. If you, hold that thought. Blessed be Vishnu. And I wish you would get on out of here. Well, just wait till after we introduce Samrat to a bit of witchcraft, and then, go down and sway him. Despite our differences, Kanchipuram has to be Hindu again. We still have Mala. We have Janie. We still have that. You know what? We should go over there. I don't think we ever have a claim against Gujarat. No. Stop at what you're doing. Fabricate the claim. He's a witch now. We need to get that. I fail to realize how close that is. Less friendly fatal casualties for us Vaishnavas. Oh, of course. By no longer ruler, you mean dead. Three years' time, and I will go to another pilgrimage, which I plan on going to Mathura, the home city, the birth city of Sri Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna. Or alternatively, yeah, we're gonna have to stop this right now. I'm gonna need to go. Majesty just wanted to be up to Zalted among men. I'll pick up a friend first, and I'll start working all the way to Commission Epic Decision, and then go back to Finished Gallant. Or maybe just start working on strategies instead. You don't need to get all of this like you do all the time. Just only what's absolutely necessary to get the most effectiveness in warfare. My martial thought Kohadara's exposed my husband Arjuna's affair with my rival. I have a rival? Well, she is now. How could Samrat Arjuna share his better than none? How could he betray me like this? Perhaps I'll never know his reasons, but there seems to be no doubt in his guilt. Oh dear, imprison him if he refuses. What did you do to him? Get a strong hook on. My love, I beg of you, let this folly end. Have a strong hook on him, and lose the faithful opinion of him. Better, damn well better. Remain still and silent as I plead for his love. Tears turn down his cheeks, but when he finally speaks, his words are not what I expect. I never wanted to hurt you. For that, I'm sorry, but I cannot deny my feelings for Minazu. What we have, nothing else compares. Not even you. I offer you my heart, and you throw it away? You... This calls for assassination. One would think. I'm a murderer already, so what could go wrong, alright? You know I'm vengeful. Nobody ever says no to me. Help me up on this one. What if that other guy is still alive? The other Marathi. Just for the kind of... How much of the Bengal Empire we actually control? It requires 70 out of 87, and I own 24. We're a long ways away. Yeah, I understand that outer building, but I don't want to create the... Well, I can usurp the Andhra title, but I'd rather fight for it. Yes. Oh, long time ago. Uncle, since I put you there, using you to get more taxes out of it. Guess whatever you need. I already plotted assassination against him and he impregnated me. Oh dear. You're gonna be in trouble in the future. Oh dear. Cannot believe the adulterer actually had the time to impregnate me, but... And I will plan on killing him as a way of being vengeful. Alright, sure, he still likes me highly positively, but, adulterer. Shunned. Violated sanctity of marriage. All because of her. Do you honestly think, people, that I may have made a mistake? Well, we're gonna go after this area very soon. Another holy site added to our control. To the city where Krishna, you know, it was his city. He was born in Mathura, but Devraka is where... Am I really gonna do this? Well, he's a seducer, so... My child will never know who the father was. Sorry about this. He's dead. By the lethal bite of the devil. The snake struck not long after he retired to his chambers. Although guards were called, no one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, snakes do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. My little friend has done its work well. I'll think about remarriage a little later. Okay, we got the claim, so we're supposed to expand eastward, but we're going to do a little bit of a Gujarati expansion because of that holy site is very attractive to me. The less friendly fatal casualties that we'll take in future conflicts. Plus, it'll be very easy for them to take on. But the truce with them will not expire until later next month. Okay, good. Hopefully, my son or daughter is at least born a genius. If intelligent, well then I'm gonna have to remarry. I'm used to being single anyhow. I'd rather be with my soulmates than anything else. She understands my worries, I hope. I don't get a lot of friends these days, so that's the reason why I'm looking for more friends to have. Just remembered. Get this area. So another one for glory. Let's split the armies up. One force to attack the main army, the other to siege over that. When the first contract started, a great calm came over me. There was no room for my worries from before. I was about to perform one of God's greatest miracles, but after a long, glorious struggle, I brought forth a perfect little daughter. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit a Samrajni? Intelligent and another giant. I didn't expect that we would have another giant. I thought there would be little chance of that happening, but I guess it does. Gangabai. That's what I'll name you. I still consider I should remarry. Rather have another genius than just intelligent. Honestly. Just a moment. Okay, split up and remarry, yes. I will indeed remarry. But the question is, who? Is the other guy still around? Yes, him. It's the other one. Just checking. That's another drop to the prestige. Go after them. Take the bark. I got my eye on you. Patronage. Capture her. Took the daughter, so that's a big difference in the war score, so don't ransom her yet. Oh, silly me. Where's the siege master? How old are you, man? Feels like you've been around for a long time. It's 1,000 more prestige to get there. That's the reason why I switched my focus. Of course, there's a need for more of them. Chavirs, with me. And I know we sent a few over there, but still. I recall there's another guy, yeah. Another one who's a specialist at siege. We've taken the objective. Lost the leg. High martial skill. You'll definitely be one of the better commanders. Go help. They're gonna need that. Oh hell. It's the other line. Oh no, not her. You damn fool. Now the taxes are back to normal. Extra taxes, there you go. I know what I'm going to do with that money now, and I think it's about damn time we introduce them. Oh, you better pay up right now. Now the real question is, who's going to hold this land? I think I know. It has to be somebody from my dynasty. Nephew. Nephew. Can be into diplomacy. Alright. I got a place for you to hold. Tefrak, this is for you. As a way of showing thanks. Alright, another holy site, +1 martial, less friendly fatal casualties. So now the Sri Kailash Shaktaists out there are going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in major fighting. Whereas now we do. Mystical Communion again. Now I'll have a learning skill up. What? My commands of the divine has been differently. They no longer make me feel attacked, but instead weak. Today I cannot even muster the strength to rise on the bed. Servants, help! This can't be good, don't you know? Oh, no. It'll be fine. Because of severe penalty, this is severe penalty. I'll live. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I hope. Do no more than what is necessary. Relax your breathing, Patalabai instructed me. The feather in her head looked like almost a throw. As she gently brushed me under my nose. Evil, be gone, she urged as I sneezed loudly. The strange, ticking turned out to be just what I needed for now, and the worst of my symptoms living in the world seemed a little brighter. Excellent work. Now I feel fine, and this thing will finally go away. Bring out the elephants. This is our very first regiment of war elephants. Good against skirmishers and heavy infantry, and they do very, very well in the jungle. And I'm all better now. But they will not do well in mountains, desert mountains, and wetlands. Basically, taking them up to the Himalayas will not be recommended. And having an even larger regiment size of war elephants is probably not recommended either if you're going to be in for a long haul. Humors are balanced once again. What kind of name is Kaparda? Marathi. Here's what he is. Ruling the multicultural Seuna Yadava comes with its own set of challenges. Foreign subjects often feel alienated when they cannot speak their native tongue in court, breeding resentment. My vassal suggests that I could civically improve relations with my Kannada subjects by learning to speak their language on my own. Oh, I got money. Just hire a tutor to instruct me. Ooh, yay. Danes are close to have that high stress. A giant man. Had to do it, despite the fact it goes against my character because I'm arrogant. Because I'd rather speak Marathi all the damn time. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know about that because, knowing that one day this family is going to rule Gujarat coming from there. After a long, many weeks study, I finally have a solid grasp of the fundamentals of the Kannada language. With continued practice, my fluency will improve, but even this basic understanding has improved my relations with my Kannada subjects. Time well spent. I just want this, and I will start working all the way to at least writing history from then on. Is it possible that I can befriend my soulmate? No, because he's already in love. Well, I've seen people that have lover and best friend. Well, useful for vassals, I guess. I'll think about who to befriend one day. Hopefully a genius. And next time when we get Kandayats, that'll be another regiment. When our empire continues to expand and taxation increases due to the amount of territory that we control. Even though it's not the best developed areas over there. Like once we get all that, then we turn our attention westward to more better developed areas. Even the best one out of all is down in Tamil Nadu. Anyways, the diamond's finished. The mine. It's gonna be finished soon, hopefully. Obviously not. What? Against the Abbasid? I say Abbasid because that's where they originate from. They know we could fight against them now, and that means they are within range to attack, areas like Gujarat from there. If they care, but honestly, they would rather fight jihads just to keep Jerusalem for themselves. We haven't looked at Europe in a while. What the? Mongolia, you've grown. Oh, they've got special troops. Somebody became Genghis Khan recently. How long has this been formed? So the title history of that is it was originally Kyrgyz Khaganate. It installed faction demand. Well, these are troubles, mind you. They just have lots of levies. These aren't special troops, but they got a lot of levies. And probably a lot of vassals within. So they've been expanding lately. But they're not called Genghis Khan. But they're Kyrgyz, and they are knocking on the doors of the Indian world. We gotta do something about that. Or just pray to Vishnu and the other gods to hopefully they just break apart. whatnot. Yeah, that's another thing you ought to worry about. If Mongolia wants to... Okay, we've got a son and heir. A genius. There you go, that's what I want. Not named after you, no, no, no. I'm okay with this. That's a good one. Indradata. Not a giant, but a genius. And that's all I need. Now I will, personally. Actually, you should pick this up since you care about raising your own children. You'll find no deal here. Why don't you just hurry up and die? At least your son likes me. A little bit. It's almost time for a pilgrimage, which, matter of fact, I will end the episode on a pilgrimage. But saving up the money for this, I know where I'm going. Mathura. Why do we think I named him after my cousin? Well, at least we toned down on our expansions. How much is it? I'll respectfully decline. Actually, no. Why on earth? What I was trying to say is, if you increase this again, I mean, here's the full maintenance a month. But increasing it just means another size big time for the war elephants. I was going to go on a pilgrimage, but hurry the hell up. What did I promise us? I can't remember what it led up to. But I do remember slapping the back of my spine mask telling me I would do anything she asked. It's just drunken ramblings. Resentment. Why must I do everything myself? How can I be expected to rule over Seuna Yadava when half of my servants are capable of following my orders, and the other half does not even understand them? Sounds like her. Not drunkard. I mean, she is that kind of person. She's irritable. Frequent outbursts and tantrums. Because she's vengeful. Why must you all be incompetent idiots? I can lash out at somebody if I wish to. Get a weak favor on him. So this now it's the other way around. You're a woman of your word, aren't you? What a feast. Now I must go. To Mathura. It's over there. Look at this grand temple. The structure they built. I could have sworn this was supposed to be the path onwards. None of my companions or I managed to find our way back to the pilgrimage route. Or even look at the bright stars at night. Feels like we've been wasting weeks. No, you're gonna be fine, unlike the last one, so I just swear it's a little far in this direction. I finally arrived at my destination, Mathura. It is here that the god Krishna was born, the deity of compassion, love, and tenderness. Practically the exact opposite of what she is. Looking around, I could see all those aspects displayed by the pilgrims who flocked to worship at the Krishna Janaslan Temple Complex. One of the most splendid and grand pieces of religious architecture built to date. I've walked the holy path. Now I'm a mystic. Also, by the way, if they can have a grand temple here, then how about here? My nephew holds it. Taxation, more to him. Some tax go to me, yes. Of course, extremely expensive. We're more into expansion than anything else. The pilgrimage ends, and so is the episode. And we can create a holy order if we wanted to, even though we're not really threatened by these expansionists from afar. But we do fear of Mongols keep moving down in different directions, especially to the scattered Indian lands. They can take all of Tibet, but don't let them come down here. I'll be exalted among men in the next episode, and we'll see who we'll subjugate. Likely this one, which will lead our path into Pagan, and then turn westward, and possibly deal with the Mongols that dare step out of the mountains and come on down here into Nepal. All that and more in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.